Hello and welcome to the International Society for Physical Activity and Health podcast. Our first podcast series is a rapid fire series on ISPA's councils and networks. It's time to get into our podcast for today with your host, Matthew Teppy McLaughlin. Okay, today I'm here with the Early Career Network. I'm here with Dr. Gabriella McLaughlin and Dr. Joey Murphy.
Hey, Teppy.
Hey, Teppy.
So, the Early Career Network. I'm involved, so this is a very difficult one to interview and not get involved, but I'll try. So, what are we and what do we do?
I can take that. So I've been on the Early Career Network for coming up on 2 years now, and I suppose what we are is a network or a support network for early career professionals. So researchers, practitioners, policymakers who have an interest in the promotion of physical activity globally. And by saying supporting that network, I mean engaging in activities, having supportive funding calls, and different types of projects that we can all collaborate on as early career professionals.
Right, so I might throw over to Gabby then. So can you tell us some of the specific activities that we're involved with?
Yep, so one of the things that we do is organise some events at the ISPA Congress for young professionals. So obviously as someone who's still really new to the Early Career Network, it was great to sort of have Teppy and Joey lead the way with some fantastic mentoring sessions. But there's also ongoing opportunities for career progression. And I think that's a really great way that we interact with the larger ISPA network, as it's like a nice feeder into the larger organisation. And then another part of what we do is organise knowledge translation grants for people to really try and take their work to the next level and try and understand ways in which they can communicate their science and research better.
And so those knowledge translation grants, we've got a new call for those that are out now and they're live. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep, so people can join on our website and have a look for those and on social media. Joey, you can tell us a little bit more about our other project.
Yes, so as part of the ISPA committee, we are, and with other external researchers, we are in the middle of conducting a needs assessment study. So globally, people will see a survey being advertised through social media, through our ISPA websites, asking people to complete, all those who are physical activity professionals, to complete a short survey, 5 to 10 minutes. And we'd really appreciate all the input that we can get. And it should have some interesting findings that we can hope can help with the support of advocating the GAPA.
That'd be really great if people can fill that out. If you consider yourself a physical activity professional, you can help out the Early Career Network by completing that survey. Thank you very much to Gabby and Joey. Gabby's going to be the incoming chair of the Early Career Network from 2020 to 2022. I've had the pleasure of working with Joey from 2018 to 2020, and Joey will be taking on the vice chair role from 2020 to 2022. So you'll see him around at conferences should we be doing those. But that's all from us for now. You can join the Early Career Network by visiting our website and emailing us to join as an ISPA member. Thank you very much to Gabby and Joey.
Thanks for having us.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's podcast. But if you haven't done so already, I'll encourage you to subscribe to your favourite podcast channel. The International Society for Physical Activity and Health podcast is available on all of the leading podcast channels, including Apple, Spotify, Google. If you've got an idea for a podcast, you can send that through to info@ispa.org. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope you can join us on our podcast again soon.